Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's 2 hours until arena reset. I am Boom Yeti. This game is Element Fission, and I'm just gonna do a little bit of recording and maybe show you guys a little bit of what I use for counters, my thoughts behind arena defenses, stuff like that. I'm not gonna have a lot of editing or a lot of stuff, so if this isn't your kind of video, I apologize so much. Please, move on. I'm sorry, guys. It's gonna be a rambler. So if that is what you enjoy, then by all means, sit back, relax, enjoy, and let's do some arena. All right, let's see. So my defense right now is like this. So far in the week, it's 65 and 83. My best finish is 27th. Last week I got hit 400 times, which was pretty amazing. To be transparent, I didn't rush. I was at like pretty high rank leading up to rush, so it looks like this week people are really chilled out. I'm 80th and I'm only at 1600, so that's very interesting. So this combo that everyone is using with the tree bear and the water merc, as long as your fire threat, your one fire unit on your AO can tank that hit at the very beginning, and you have a decent stripper, that combo is useless, guys. Don't sweat it, okay? It means almost nothing. The resistance lead is good, but you just use a nuker like a bookworm, and it means nothing again. So people are really heavily overrating that combo of those two units, aside from a few select combinations that are very strong. So just, when you see that combination, look at what's with it and think about ways to counter the other two units, because just strip alone deals with that combination. Bring a fire unit that's somewhat tanky. My sphere that I bring in has about 30,000 HP, a little bit less around there. And so he could tank that hit from anybody's water merc that I've seen so far. All right, so here's another version of the water merc tree bear kind of wombo that people like to do. This one is a little trickier, right? Because it has a fire specialist with it that can be really fast. You never really know exactly how quick that fire specialist is. A lot of people like to put their fastest set on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in like this with the 33 speed lead. This light Archon is a big deal to deal with, but I'm thinking if I can kill the rest of the team, I can kill the light Archon at the end of everything. I'm pretty confident in that. So let's go see. If they have revive, like immortal runes, this gets way more sticky. And let's go see what this defense looks like. Okay, so they do their thing. Are we faster? They're faster. They derped. So we do know that we wouldn't really want to bring this offense into that defense again, because if that doesn't derp and it AoEs strips our booster, we're in deep trouble there. But because it didn't, we're pretty safe here. Also, any light Archon users out there, put them on Immortal, guys. I don't want to make life harder for myself, but truly, put your light Archons on Immortal. It's so strong. When you're trying to get the most bang for your buck during rush hour or around rush time, guys, always try to be hitting the people that are the highest on your list. You're going to get a few more extra points for hitting them as opposed to the person at the lowest end. I think most people probably know that, but just keep that in mind. Taking a look at how our defense is holding up, it looks like I actually haven't been hit in a long time. No one's really risking it, which I understand. My defense is built for just chaos. It's just RNG. Has nothing to do with me being good. Has everything to do with me trying to just put stuff in that's going to make other teams not do what they're trying to do, which is one of the best approaches, in my opinion, to building an arena defense. Unless you have, god tier better stuff than everybody else, you kind of have to create variables that give you an advantage, and so that's why my defense is built the way that it is. Typically my light bear counter is going to be the tree robo, but for the sake of the video, let's go like this. We'll go here, we'll go dark nurse. There's a good chance I don't have enough accuracy. I'm at 104. Sadly, there's a good chance that's not enough accuracy to put an Oblivion out onto the bear so we could kill it first turn. But regardless, we're going to go ahead and see if we can do that with this team. Also, you should probably run the crit rate leader, but I can't be bothered to swap it up. There we go. I know I try to put an Oblivion on this bear. Actually, she might cut. That feels so bad. Because so here's the situation here, guys. If I put Oblivion on her and she resists the pushback, she could just cut and strip the Oblivion and it meant nothing. If I put Oblivion on her, push her back, and then go with my Bookworm, this bear is definitely deleting my Bookworm after I kill the tree Bookworm and the Merc Mother, right? So kind of in a situation where I just have to hope that I'm not going to get cut here and that my Bookworm gets to move before this. The other thing that I could certainly do is I could go for the skill 3 here and pray that I hit enough to push them back, but that's also not really a good choice. So we're gonna see. Maybe we get cut. The reason why we don't want to get cut isn't for her healing. It's because we don't want her to remove the Oblivion off of this guy right after we place it. But let's go ahead and do it, see what happens. And we're fine. It's a lot of yapping for nothing, right? Clean this up. Like this. I think, how do we want to do this? Man, she's going to move. I'm going to go skill 1 into her. Yeah, okay. It's a good defense. It's a really strong defense. There we go. Good defense, Dino. Man, everybody's going speed leads this week. I hate that I have to try. I'm going to keep losing if that's the case. Yeah. Oh, we have to reset. Hold on. This is that hour and 30 minute, 90 minutes to go. All right, guys. Pro tip, when that happens, you just come right over here. You go to your quests. And you just fill back up off these. I'll be back after I use Friends Monsters. All right, we're back with 10 free Arena Reavers. So let's see. What do we got? Maybe we do this. Who knows? This is why I don't rush, guys. You can at least kill him, right? To get this whole thing started, and then maybe get a little bit of damage on him and then kill him the first time. There we go. And then kill him a second time. Okay. And then maybe we start working on this girl. Freaking Yogi over there is just napping, bro. He is just napping. Oh, he's back. That's scary, actually. Go to sleep. Uh-oh. Oh, gosh. It's getting scarier. We really don't want Yogi to move. We're really opposed to Yogi moving. Oh, not like this. Alright, kill it. He hasn't done his stupid stuff. We have to just take this hit. Ow! Ouch! Alright, well, there's that. Unfortunately, we have to survive another turn now. With his shenanigans happening. But we might be able to stun him. Nope. We're just not trying to... We're not trying to put a ton of damage on him until we see if we get rid of his passive. We did, so now we can just do whatever we want. Doesn't matter. He won't have his AoE again, right? So we just have to not push his attack bar back any further. Yeah. Cool. See you later, Yogi. Good defense, though. We're going to go crit rate lead to go overcap because it's easier to damage this guy. Again, we're bringing him here. I'll suss myself out. He's got 195 accuracy. We're bringing him for the sole purpose of stunning this bear and hopefully 2 turns stunning this bear. So, I don't think a lot of people understand how these robos work, this one and the dark one. So here we go. Merc Mother hits me. And then I just get rid of everything she just did. She's wasted her cooldowns. She's basically a useless unit over there now. So I'm just going to try to stun this. Got him. And then extend it to 2-turn stun. Got it. Okay, we're going to try to kill them. Okay, and now I could just spam skill. I can hit auto. I can spam skill 1s, whatever it is. He already died to the bomb. So there he goes. So yeah, there's the Merc Mother and Tree Bear just not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I hate this too, guys. I hate this too. This is the same stuff. It would be like this if I wanted to try it. It would be like this, right? So it's my cleave, and then I swap in Oblivion to try and get an Oblivion off on the Fire Bear. I don't see why I can't hit it, right? We can hit that. What stops us from hitting it? Nothing. The light nurse, people love this thing, but it's less scary to me than like so many other units on defense. I don't know. Here, let's stop the auto so we don't mess that up. Yeah, pop this, and then I like to go here. There we go. So now he can actually die first turn, and we just doop doop doop. I usually kind of float around right around this area. You know, inside of Ruby 1, not quite in Ruby 2. I really prefer not to spend a ton of gems on rushes. You know, I'm just really trying to get as many LD pieces as I can for the cheapest amount that I can. That's my approach. That should be most gamers' approach, unless you're really trying to spam towers or rank 1 or something, you know? Alright, what else do we got? This is another version of that same team. Really similar. Really similar. I think I can just do it again, to be transparent. Maybe we can... Yeah, same exact comp. Don't even swap the nurse. Keep the nurse. Nurse the fire unit. You could, if you were really, really ballsy, you could go a super high accuracy fire wisp catcher, or not fire, tree wisp catcher here, and then try to Oblivion both of these two to make this a lot more safe. But I'm pretty confident this works, and I don't have to stress too much about it. I could get cut, and he could nuke me. Whew, that'd be scary. There we go. It is scary. What direction do we want to go here? We're gonna hit you. We're hoping for a stun there, but this should be the kill. Yeah. Nice. Good defense, Carney. Scary. Here we go. We got another different Merc. This is Certs. I always feel so bad with where I'm at hitting people that, you know what, we're actually not going to hit him, but I'll explain why I would hit, or how I would hit him with my current arena offense. But I'm not going to hit him. He's so close to being in here. I don't know if he needs it, and he's rushing, right? I don't want to be that guy, man. I don't need it that bad. You could prey on these guys that are just trying to get in, but I got gate kept 1 week when I was rushing, and I was so frustrated. So now that I've had my achievement, I try not to hit these guys down here. I will sometimes, but I try not to. But with this, I would use, again, this exact same offense. I would Oblivion the Fire Bear. I'd cleave the 3 of these, the Fire Bear and these 2. And then the only thing that would be left would be the Fire Nurse. It would take a minute or 2, but with the skill 3 from the Dark Nurse, I would be able to kill that pretty quickly. Even if any of this is on revive, it doesn't really matter. I guess the Fire Bear being on revive could be a little weird for me, you know, because then I'd have to get it Oblivioned again, and that's scary with the Fire Nurse. So if that's on revive, it could potentially be a good defense, a good trap. But aside from that, this is pretty much, this is food for my offense. Alright guys, we found another flavor. I think it's this guy. Yeah, and well, actually just another one there. Another flavor of these double fire with the combo. So what I'm going to do is put my money where my mouth is from earlier, and I'm going to actually put in the cleave like this, and we're going to put in the tree, this guy. Yeah, we're going to do it. I know, it's tree, but how I don't have a light music queen. I ain't like that. We ain't LD Yeti. So yeah, we're going to try this with 90 AC only. And see if it does anything. This is a really good way to lose, by the way. We are going to put a set of steady on him. If I really cared and tried, what I would do is I'd go like triple steady on this guy with like 180 accuracy. If I had the gear, I'd have to try to figure it out real quick. You know what? Screw it. Mid-video re-gear. Go. I know that I don't have grinds for any of this. All right, so 103. I mean, we're pretty much right where we were, but now we have triple steady. So 36. You have a 50% innate chance to glance on off element, so we're reducing 36% chance of that, and we're over 100% crit rate. So
hopefully, we're next to get resisted, obviously, but hopefully we won't glance, and there's a chance to do it. So yeah, let's punch these guys. Let's see what happens. This is a horrible choice because we still might not even kill them with the direct damage. We just, for science. Let's see what happens here.
Who do I think has less resist? Definitely not the bear. So we're gonna go skill 2 on this guy. Hey, landed it. Can we kill? Hey. Ouch. Oof, only one turn. Give me 2.
Nope.
Oof, we're in trouble. Kill it. Alright. This bear probably solos me, guys. Need skill ups on this thing. If I had skill ups on this thing, it'd be a whole different team. Oh. Oh, it's a squishy bear. We're fine. Whew, that got scary. Alright, we're right outside of the top 50. There's about 35 minutes left. I have 4 wings left. I'd prefer not have to do another reset. So we're just gonna, chill, relax, see what happens. If I get blasted all the way out of Ruby 1, then I might have to do a reset in the last 15 minutes or so. But let's see what happens.
It's another version of the tree bear, of the tree bear. You can have really good resistance. Hi-ya. Ooh, tricky. Tricky little bear. He's gonna hurt. Ouch. That is a tiresome little bear.
We got him. Good bear, though. Alright, about 26 minutes to go. Checking back in. We've been hit a few times. Looks like 4 or 5 times, something like that. Let's go see. Dang, yeah, we weren't getting really hit much at all. And then we had about 5 or 6 hits all at the same time. I did change my defense just now because I got hit so many times so quickly. I just want to give people a different look. The idea is to not let them just spam refresh and see my name and click it, right? So this is a good tip for everybody. When you do start to see that there's a bunch of people hitting you all in a row, even if all you do is change to another defense that you've come up with previously, it doesn't have to be as good, just something similar even, but that just is a little different. The goal is to make it so that they have to think for a second and not just keep that same offense in and spam you. And a lot of times, if that's what happens and they say, oh, he changed, there's a chance that people will just leave that screen and move on to the next person. You might only have to change that defense for like 5 minutes, and then that person that's been spamming you might not look at you again for a while in rush. You might be able to get away with swapping your defense back to the one that is good, but they can beat. Okay? So that's a nice little, inside baseball on how to try to stop yourselves from getting farmed. It does mean that you have to have a different set of runes and a different defense ready to go that you can swap in. As you can see, I only swapped 2 units, but it completely changes what this defense is doing. It goes from a tanky stall chaos defense to a speed contest. Gives them something to think about and still gives me the opportunity to disrupt and cause issues with cleaves and things. It makes it harder for really squishy units to be brought in unless they know they can outspeed me, which in this game, basically everybody can, but that's neither here nor there. It's the strategy that matters. All right, so this one's a little bit of a weird setup. Unfortunately for this defense, the usefulness of this guy, Mr. Barbarian, is kind of lost on my offense because I don't really care about my water sphere getting hit. So his usefulness is not really there. And because of that, it kind of works against him, because now I guaranteed get my boost off, and I'm able to kind of, you know, speed clear his defense because of that unit. So I know this guy probably isn't trying to speed contest, that's why, but you've got a speed lead and it's in your defense. Maybe try to put it in there to make it look scary. The defense that I swapped to, there's about 19 minutes left. The defense that I swapped to was also getting hard farmed. In just like a minute or two, I got hit 3 times, so people weren't really seeing a threat there. So now I've changed it up, and all we did was changed the 33 or the pumpkin. It seemed like maybe people are just looking. They've got offenses that are built for pumpkins, right? Just assuming every speed team is a speed team, and unfortunately, their offenses were working against my pumpkin. So took that pumpkin out, put the immortal Archon back in, so that I can try to avoid those guys and see if the change here with putting in the Fire Music Queen is enough to dissuade some of the other people that were also coming after me. All right, this defense just has me so intrigued. I have to hit it, guys. I gotta see this. Like, surely this is absolutely broken, right? Surely this is like a crazy cracked defense. I believe. You just never see units like this high up, and it just makes me so much think that this must just be cracked. Right? Some like insanity rune quality or something?
Nope.
That doesn't bode well. I saw the health bars move. Oh, maybe the bear and the thing. Yeah, maybe they go buck wild on my face. Let's see it. Oh, we didn't kill it. Okay, scary bear. It is a scary bear.
But I don't think the scary bear's gonna do it. Yeah.
No, we're fine. All right, let's see where we're at. 1678. We're still just barely inside the top 100. All right, guys. We've got about 6 minutes to go. We're 1690. We have 4 attacks left, so we're just gonna try to pick out a couple people, unfortunately, that we have hit and know we can beat, just to try to not get dumped at the last minute here. Ooh, interesting. Revive set on the Reviver. That is cool. Let's see what happens here. This went from not a lot of chance to do much to really good chance they might win me. Interesting. I think we still have to Oblivion here.
Nope.
Ooh, we missed it. Yeah, this is interesting. Okay. Oh, it derped. Oof. Oh man, that hurts for him. Yeah, we want to push this back, so we're gonna take the hit. Because that revive's coming. There it is. And we have a defense break on our bookworm. But we have to. I think we have to, because I think we kill these off. 2 of them. Yeah. Okay. But do we survive? I think we're dead to that bear. I think that bear deados us and then solos us out. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, we did it, team. Holy, that was scary. We've got 3 minutes left in rush. We're 17-15. Did we win a defense? Hey, we won a defense. Look at that. Amazing. Someone didn't use a what's it called? Someone didn't use a bear to attack us, and we won a defense. That pushes us to 50th. That's cool. See if we could get 2 more hits in the last minute or 2 here. We're really fishing heavy. Crew, man, I've hit you a bunch. You're safe, though. You're safely in. As much as I hate to do it, I think I'm hitting crew again. For my own survival, man, I'm sorry. I apologize. Crew's Merc Mom there hits pretty hard. Put Immortal on your Reviver here, crew. Put Immortal on this thing. I think it would be pretty sick. And for the last attack of Rush, let's see what happens. Do I get outsped? I do not. Alright, well. 10 seconds left. I think we secured Ruby 2. Let's go see where everyone else is at. Fodder rank 1. RFA. Twitchy, let's go Twitchy. Good stuff. Nong Sharky. The OG Frightmare. Solos, good job, Solos. V Josie, is that how you say that? TY, nice. Ashra, good job inside. D-Hop, great. Very cool. Manishi Cucumber, Skilla Southpaw, Digger Nick, and Lang to Sao rounds out the top 20, it looks like. Great job, guys. Till next week.